Alrighty, everyone. Hello, it is Josh Dixon with Nuri Clinic, and today I am here with
Hilary Grant. You want to know my credentials a little bit?
Tell us all about yourself.
Okay, I am a wife and a mother, first and foremost, and I am also a trainer, 4-time Miss Natural Olympia Figure Masters Champion. And then also I work with different clients and then our business to teach doctors all about nutrition and lifestyle choices and all of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So within your own health journey, your own bodybuilding, what role have peptides played in that whole experience for you?
You know, for me, I feel like BPC has made a huge difference with injury, of course, because you're bound to run into something as a bodybuilder, right? You're constantly putting your body under stress, even as a natural bodybuilder. So BPC has been incredible, but not just for injury, it's also been awesome for my gut health. So that in combination with friendly bacteria has been amazing. That's mostly what I have seen. But we've seen some really great things with, most recently with Retatrutide and what it can do for that last little bit of help for bodybuilders.
Awesome. Yeah, it's awesome to hear that you've had both good experience with the injury recovery, but also with the gut health.
Yeah.
Was that at the same time during the same protocol?
I think we've done it both and separate. So we've utilized BPC for, of course, injury, and then also at the same time it's going to help with gut health. But we've also used it when there's been some gut health issues. So we've used it for both, for each individually, and have seen like just awesome results.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you use both the sub-Q injection version and the oral?
Yep. We've utilized both.
Awesome.
With BPC and seen great results from both.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to tell people that, peptides are like sending a message to the body. So we're like directly communicating with these different pathways within the body.
I love that.
And so with BPC and TB 500, we've seen multiple things all get benefited at the same time.
Yeah.
So someone who has an inflammatory disorder of the gut, but then also has a rotator cuff tear,
right.
We've seen both of those kind of happen and be benefited at the same time.
Yeah, and I think what's really great about the injection is that when it is a specific like rotator cuff or something, it can be injected at the site, which can help with recovery in that way, like immediately. So I think utilizing both is awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great tool to have when you're putting your body through that. Like you said, there's inevitably something that's going to happen. So.
Yeah, and I actually like how you put that. We're not forcing the body to do anything with peptides. I like the communication idea. I think that's really, really clever.
Yeah. It's like the language of the body is amino acids.
Yeah.
Because our cells know how to build their own peptides from the food that we eat, but as your environment acts upon you and stress and diet and everything, you just kind of lose some of that efficiency.
Yeah.
So peptide therapy is just, reminding the body in its own natural language what you would like it to do.
That's so good. Yeah. So with our clients, specifically when we first meet with our clients, and then we have weekly meetings, Zoom calls, and we always go over fitness, okay? And it's an acronym for focused, intense thought, nutrition, exercise, specific supplementation. And it's in that order specifically, right?
Yeah.
Because first we need to work on the mind before we can ever jump into nutrition and exercise. And then at the very end, we go into supplementation, which for us, that also includes peptides.
Right.
So what we've seen, especially recently, is many of our clients have seen vast improvements in their blood work once we've improved mindset, clarity of mind, once we've improved nutrition, and once they have their exercise under control, and even supplements. Great improvements in their blood work and how they feel. They feel great. The difference maker for them has been that they've created this lifestyle, and then the addition of something like Retatrutide is like that difference maker for the aesthetic look that they're trying to achieve when they've hit all of the other parameters to create health. So recently we have seen amazing results with Retatrutide with multiple clients. And sometimes it's really fun for us to see couples that start their journey together and then start something like Retatrutide because their weight loss seems to be in sync with one another. And where in the past, a lot of the times, what happens is men have a significant weight loss, where women are doing everything that the man is doing, and for some reason, we're just built different. It's just not, the weight's just not coming off. And what we've seen recently is that they kind of stay in line with each other. And we're not talking about massive weight loss all of a sudden, but we're talking about significant weight loss that is consistent, right? And that makes just a huge difference.
Yeah, definitely. I love that fitness acronym and how it is in that order, because you got to take care of these different aspects of your life for something like a supplement or a peptide to really have its best effect.
Yes, for sure.
So I'm always sure with the clients that I talk to, they're like, tell me how you're eating, tell me what type of lifestyle you live, because we don't want to be trying to climb this giant mountain, to get over all of these different choices that we make and everything, and just push past that with the peptide. That's not what you really want to do.
No.
You want to make sure that you have this consistent habit, exercise, diet, all in order, and then you can use a peptide to really optimize everything that you're doing.
Absolutely. They're like the cherry on top, It is really remarkable what we've been able to witness with peptides. So yeah. And with your clients that were on the Reta, we've seen kind of a similar thing where people were doing all the right things, but just both their figure and the weight just wasn't budging. And so it's really great how Retatrutide can really optimize metabolism, and it goes much further than actual weight loss. Like your insulin sensitivity, your hunger cues and everything just really gets in a really smooth spot. No, I'm so glad that you said that, because the aesthetic is great, but that's just the end game, right? It's all of the internal things that it's working on, the insulin sensitivity, the food noise. I think that's one of the biggest things for a lot of our clients is, they're not dealing with, food on the brain constantly, which is for a lot of our clients, that's the biggest hurdle, because they're checking off everything else, right? And so I think sometimes finding the right dosage for everybody is a little bit different.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's not one size fits all, which I love. I love that concept, because everybody is going to experience it different. And so that can sometimes take a little bit of tweaking, but it's never been something that we couldn't figure out within a week or two. So
absolutely. Yeah. When talking about doses with my clients, I always just refer to it as we want to find the sweet spot.
Yes.
And that sweet spot is food noise being decreased. We're not having crazy cravings. We're sticking to our diet.
Yes.
But it's different for everyone. Everyone has a different sensitivity. So one dose may be great for someone, food noise is gone, weight is being lost, and then someone else, they've got to go higher than that.
Right.
So it really is a balance.
Yeah, it is such a balance. And it's always very interesting to me where we find that balance with different people, and also reminding them, this isn't something, we're not trying to take this so that you never feel hungry. That's not the goal with Retatrutide. And so helping them understand the goal with it is really cool. Yeah. Now, with clients that have taken a Reta protocol and then they finish it up, they achieve their weight loss goals, what have you seen going forward from that point about them, sticking to those habits? Do things tend to return, or? For everybody that we've had so far, everybody's done so incredible. And then, oftentimes we take it to a microdose, and then it's that much easier. And we've witnessed with all of our clients, just fabulous results all the way through. We haven't witnessed, I've put on this much weight since, lowering my dose or going to a microdose. So no, it's been phenomenal. We haven't had any of that. We have had a few times where, we go over fitness and, we can see their weight and different things where we've seen too much of a weight loss. And we've communicated, okay, everything else is the same, but your dose this is too high because you shouldn't be losing like that.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, so we have to communicate again with your nutrition plan. Are you hitting every meal? And then it's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not doing my snacks anymore. But maybe I'm not quite eating all. It's important that you have the right amount of calories, right?
Absolutely,
it's just that we want those calories to be utilized for what is needed in the body. So we have had moments like that. But again, our clients are so good about realizing that, and then we take them to the right dose. And once they're on actually the right dose, where they still have some hunger cues and are able to eat and then like feel full and be done, but still hitting the correct caloric intake, they get it. And they're like, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I think Retatrutide is amazing for that.
Yeah. And I think, when back to the fitness acronym, having all of those things in order, throughout your use of the protocol and sticking to those habits, we can kind of reset the microbiome, which if the microbiome is raised on sugar, when you take the sugar out, that's what your craving is going to be.
Yes.
So when you take a Retatrutide protocol and you stick to those habits, we can kind of reset what the body craves in general. And so that way, when you stop, you're still, when you have a craving, it's whole food nutrition. It's things that are good for you.
Yeah, that nail on the head with that one. Specifically with a couple of our clients, they attend a lot of events where, it's very rich foods, and it's that exactly. Now they'll walk into these events and, it'll be a plate full of, brownies and cookies and all of the things. And he had even said that he walked in, took one bite, and was like, oh, I don't even want it. And they're specifically saying, no, I'm craving my whole foods. I want my meal that has, complex carbohydrates, the lean proteins and healthy fats, which is, honestly, that's such a gift for us, because that's the goal. To, we always say sugar is the devil. It's just, sugar is just so bad for us, and it's so easy for each of us to fall back into the sugar trap, right? Yeah. It's just so easy. And with Retatrutide, like you said, if we can just reset the gut microbiome, everything changes. Yeah. Because sugar isn't just a problem, because of fat or insulin. Sugar is also affecting the way that we think and the way that we communicate with people. And so it's a toxin, it's a poison. And so if we'll kind of understand that it's not just that we're going to feel different in our bodies, we're going to feel different with the way that we think and the way that we communicate with others, if we can nix the sugar.
Yeah. It really is crazy how easy it is to fall back in that. You just make that one decision, and then it's 5 days have passed and you're like, I've had sugar every day.
No, for real.
So with you being a bodybuilder in the fitness industry, very important to retain lean muscle mass.
Yes.
So I know this has been a big issue with other GLPs, where people are losing that muscle mass and kind of getting that skinny fat look.
Yes.
So what can you tell me about how that's been, not only for you, but for your clients? Were they active in the gym, lifting at the same time, and really retaining all that mass?
Yeah, we have not seen a drastic difference in muscle mass with clients. They've been able to maintain, for the most part, their strength in the gym and their energy in the gym with Retatrutide, which is huge.
Yeah. And I think a part of the reason why that is Retatrutide has kind of 3 different levers that it pulls within the GI tract. You have the GLP-1, then you have the GIP, and then we also get some glucagon stimulation. So in my thoughts is that glucagon stimulation getting released is kind of continuing to feed the muscles, continuing to give energy, but then we're also metabolizing that fat. So it's been really awesome.
Yeah, it's been really awesome. And one of our goals, we're kind of different in the health industry in the way that people don't come to us to get on hormone replacement therapy, okay? People often come to us to get off of or to limit what they're on, because they've seen the side effects that they're going through. So what we've seen with some of the peptides, and I'm going to add in Kisspeptin this time, what we have seen is its ability to help balance hormones within women that are in that perimenopausal time frame, okay?
Yeah.
Where we have these huge fluctuations of mood, okay? Like 1 minute, I'm telling you, we're feeling great, and the next minute, you better not stand too close to me, okay? So one client in particular that I'm talking about saw huge benefits with Kisspeptin in just being able to, what she said was she could feel her mood starting to change and then settle it. She felt like it gave her the ability to feel it coming on and then kind of settle it. Where in the past, it didn't matter, it was coming out. You know,
Right.
The mood swing was there and there was no hiding it. And she's one of the ones that has experienced, with a number of our clients, the great benefits of Retatrutide in combination with the Kisspeptin. So, that combo for people that are looking for some more, hormone balancing peptides or supplements, it really does benefit them in a way to either taper some hormone replacement therapy where, they don't have to utilize as much, or get off entirely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you brought up Kisspeptin because I talk with so many people who are already on TRT or HRT,
Yes.
and they're wondering, how peptides will affect it. And really the key difference between hormone therapy and something like Kisspeptin is hormone therapy gives the end product.
Right.
We have this big, amazing system that's designed to create what we need, and we just give it the end product.
Yes.
So after a certain amount of time, that system doesn't get used.
Bingo.
It kind of starts to get less efficient, and it's really hard to kind of wake that back up.
Yeah.
Kisspeptin, on the other hand, goes to the very top of the machine, and it puts in the details for what to make.
So
then our natural feedback loops kind of balance everything. So it's really awesome what Kisspeptin can do. I think there's a lot more benefits that are going to get discovered.
I think so too. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think, it goes back to we're either forcing the body to do something that it's not doing on its own, or we're providing the nutrients for it to create it on its own like it's supposed to be done. So yeah, I think Kisspeptin's going to be even bigger than it already is.
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah.
Our bodies know the instructions. Sometimes you just got to remind them what they are and get the system started again.
That's right.
Well, Hilary, thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure to get to speak with you.
Thank you.
Always awesome to hear from people in different industries that are also working with clients and having great success with peptides. So thank you so much.
Thank you.